is the one who just kicked somebody in the stomach, but he hasn't stopped from the moment he came in. That's what Betis needs to do.
Well, it's got Betis down. Here's the clash. So free kick to Valencia. There. So centre back goes long to Beltran. He flicked that one on. Bartra clears. Laid off by Fornaus to Deosa. Anthony tries to skip around Gaia. Danjuma wins it back. In turn, Deosa wins it, but Gaia slides in. Duro. His layoff reaches Beltran. Here's Danjuma. Can he get the shot away? Danjuma has been forced wide. He'll pull it back for Beltran. It's blocked by Bartra. It comes out to Rioja. Rioja's shot is blocked again. Finally away by Anthony. Only as far as the Greenwich, and that's a fine save from Álvaro Valles. Valencia really pushing there, but Betis resist.
Yes, and it's... what has happened has to do with the way that Betis are defending. They've gone man-marking everywhere, and that, of course, has got a risk if you've got the ability to hold the ball, like Hugo Duro has, to link up, like Beltran has as well. And then once it gets there, if you've got, got a little bit of time with the ball, just go for it. That is a risky option that Betis have taken, and Valencia have shown exactly why. Really good move by Valencia.
Well, he hasn't scored yet for Valencia, but he came close there at Greenwich. Denied by Álvaro Valles. Corner from Rioja. Beltran drifts towards the near post. He goes beyond him and almost beyond everybody. Diego Llorente couldn't turn it in, and it's hooked away finally by Rui Bal. And free kick in favour of Betis.
Well, Valencia are moving, they're playing this game thinking, as long as we are solid at the back, we're going to have our options. Betis seem to be today a little bit... there's handball there.
I think he's given a push before that against Pepelu. There's another foul on the far side, and the yellow card comes out, I think, for Chumet for the challenge on Abde. Going right through the back of Abde.
He did touch it after he just hit the ankle.
Valente. Fouquier with a headed clearance. Taking the ball well from Pepelu. It was easy for Gaia to bring under control. He finds Danjuma.
I know it's a growing problem that Anthony has, but I think every player should have only a 6-month contract and have to prove every 6 months how good they are. They made another contract. Obviously, he was in contract with Manchester United, but didn't want to go back. So his time at Betis was about showing that he deserved to be back to the top of the elite of European football, and he did show it quite clearly. Now between the injury and I guess a bit of relaxation.
There's 𝓜𝓪𝓱𝓳𝓪. Laid off by Fornals. They win it back Valencia. Fulquier. Beltran making a run ahead of Fulquier. Cleared by Diego Llorente. Lopez and 𝓜𝓪𝓱𝓳𝓪 warming up for Valencia, among the substitutes warming up. You might have seen Almenda as well. The throw down the line towards Beltran. Thompson in play, but Ricardo Rodriguez will clear. 𝓜𝓪𝓱𝓳𝓪. Fornals just popping up everywhere. Right, left, through the middle. He's finding pockets of space and causing problems. Here's Abdi. A tumble, that was outside the area. It is a card for Pepelu, and it's a free kick for Betis. No complaints from Pepelu. Betis do from this. Anthony and Abdi all over the ball. Jimmy, Mark Rocker, Llorente and Bartra on the edge of the 6-yard box. It's going to be Anthony to take it. Reminding the players in the wall of the handball rule, which is good of him. Anthony or Abdi. Good opportunity this for Betis. Abdi rolls it. 𝓜𝓪𝓱𝓳𝓪 takes the touch, and it's blocked. 𝓜𝓪𝓱𝓳𝓪 back out to Anthony. To 𝓜𝓪𝓱𝓳𝓪 once more. He gets the cross in, headed away by Gaia, corner to Betis.
It's interesting that the referee was on the way, but obviously they couldn't ask him to move because then they would have given them a clue. But 𝓜𝓪𝓱𝓳𝓪, in that set piece, had an opportunity to shoot. He's done it 3 or 4 times. One of his assets.
Anthony with the corner. Comes headed away by Beltran, only as far as Ruibal. Fornals plays it back out to Anthony. Fornals with the cross, goes beyond everybody. They're probably kicking in Betis, as we see again. It struck Hugo Duro on the arm, but his arm was very close to his body. They're kicking into what you would say the noisier end. It's difficult to recreate the atmosphere, isn't it, of the Benito Villamarín. You would have been at this stadium many times before. It's not the most intimate, is it? It's not the. It doesn't, in terms of generating real noise.
La Cartuja isn't, no, and it's difficult. Not difficult to get to because Sevilla is a small city, but there's some walking and it's not as comfortable as the Benito Villamarín.
Jimmy squares it. Fulquier clears out for a corner. Jimmy trying to rouse the Betis fans behind that goal. Played in the second half. Valencia have had their moments, Betis have had their moments, very much as it was in the first half. Fornals with the corner. It's a deep one and it's headed away by Copete. Out to 𝓜𝓪𝓱𝓳𝓪. 𝓜𝓪𝓱𝓳𝓪 gets the cross in, cleared by Pepelu. From Ruibal, bounces out for a Valencia throw.
Yes, as we imagined, the game has changed a lot, and the more Valencia feels that they will have the chances either in set pieces or one of the mistakes of Betis, then the more Valencia will remain just solid and wait for things to go through the game to move on.
Well, they won it very late last week. Jimmy lays that one off. It's cleared by Pepello straight to Llorente. Here's Roca into Deosa. Being closed down by Beltran. Bartra into Ruibal. One over the top for Anthony, taken to his stride. He's got difficult rival this afternoon in Gaia. Gaia puts that one out for a throw. Here's Anthony once more. Deosa back to Anthony. Towards Fornals, cleared by Rioja. Once foul on Beltran, but Greenwich needs treatment. Clash of heads there. Ruibal ran into him.
We all know there is a protocol. It just reminded me what happened at the Atletico Madrid yesterday as well, with Solas having gone to hospital straight after the clash against Levante and Remanao.
With the Uruguayan central defender, name will come to us shortly. Is there any update on Solo?
I think he remained in hospital yesterday. That's all last I heard.
Moreno, the Uruguayan Levante centre back. Yep. Referees don't think twice now. The physio straight onto the pitch whenever there's a clash of heads.
And the final decision is taken out of the hands of the coaches. It's a doctor's decision. That's why Moreno, for instance, he was wrapped up and put like a swimming hat on, and he wanted to continue, but the doctor said no. Probably you ask Moreno that if he remembers anything of the game, probably would be about a really big clash.
Argentina, Uruguay. Mateus Moreno, the Levante centre-back. Greenwich is going to be okay, but as Guillaume says, he won't be allowed on of his own accord. He'll have to be checked to make sure that he's in a fit state to carry on. And there is movement on the bench, so let's see if indeed it does continue. Here's Javi Guerra, who's putting his bib on and will now warm up. Beltran. Rioja with the cross, trying to pick out Danjuma. Danjuma gets his head to it, but in the end it was a comfortable save for Alvaro Valles. They also charging forward. Anthony. Leons is the referee. Betis still have it. Anthony wants Fornals to give him a better passing option. In the end it goes to Fornals, back to Anthony. Valencia back in numbers, and only Jimmy just on the edge of the area. Anthony's found a little bit of space down the left. He's got Ricardo Rodriguez on the overlap. Bartra to Fornals.
Back to Betis trying to find ways to this very solid Valencia, who will do things like a bee, but not that doesn't work. It's really the bat, bites of a bat. That's of course the love of Valencia, and every now and again they don't need to attack in ways, they don't need to dominate. They happy as things stand. It's up to Betis to find Fornals basically, and
Anthony and Abde, who I've been missing.
Layoff from Ricardo Rodriguez, but it went straight to Pepelu. He rolls it back to Fouquier. Fouquier just about keeps his footing. Forward it goes to Beltran. Things tend to happen when he's on the ball in space. He's not in space for long though, crowded out by 4 Betis players. He keeps possession well. He lays it off to Grinic, who's back on. Back he goes to Copete. Sikaya. Copete once more. Roybal wins it back for Betis. But they don't keep it for long. Here's Gaia. Into Beltran. Pepelu. Rioja out on the far touchline. Full finds him. He's up against Ricardo Rodriguez. And then Abdi. He's got in front of Abdi. Still Rioja. Abdi does well there to win that cleanly. Can Betis launch a quick counter-attack? There doesn't seem to be too much in the legs, Betis, at the moment. Jimmy has sprung forward. He's on his own at the moment. Anthony in support. Here's Anthony. He goes to Roca.
Yeah, back as ball's going and moving it around, but when you've red shares that are, the few chances Betis had have come to attack.
Juma against Bartra. That's enough from Roybal, although in the end...
Juma comes away with the ball. Back he goes to Beltran. Out to Pepelu.
Pepelu with the cross towards Hugo Dure.